I'm centered. Wanted to slide in here today and want to talk today about something to think about for the rest of this week. If you're millennial, Gen Z, coming out of high school, coming out of college. Again, name's John Merwin, owner of More Wins LLC. I'm here to provide value, and I want you to learn things that I didn't know. I didn't have anybody teach me. Hopefully I can convey some of my experience in my life onto you, and it make your life a little bit easier and maybe a little bit gentler in the workforce and in your career, and maybe even in your ownership journey if that's something that you want to do. I'm not going to tell you I have nothing to sell you, because what I'm selling you is this video. And everybody's selling something at the end of the day. And so what I'm selling you is this product, this video, and I hope it delivers value into your life. So if it does, please like, subscribe, share, and there's a Venmo in the back. I don't even know if you can scan it. If you can't, that's okay. If you want to donate anything, that's okay. I would appreciate it. Again, this is about you. This is about delivering value. So what I wanted to talk about today was I want to go over mindset. So I know in some of the short videos that I've done, I've talked about some job skills, things like that. As a manager, as a leader, as a supervisor in the workforce, and an owner right now, the biggest opportunity that I see in the folks we're hiring and the folks that we're interviewing and the folks that we're bringing into businesses right now is there's a lot of opportunities, right? I talked about in one of the shorts, I talked about problem solving skills, right? That's huge. Math, when you learn math is not necessarily just about the numbers. And that's where I think public education is failing, right? The purpose of math, yeah, it's to understand the numbers and to understand why and the reasons things work out the way they do, but it's also to understand how to problem solve. That's the whole point. The point is to understand how to solve problems that you may not have full information for. And this is one of the biggest opportunities that I see. The other huge opportunity that I see right now, and this is indicative, I believe, in our culture in America, is mindset. So we have this culture right now where we're glorifying victims, right? We're like, oh, I'm a bigger victim because, you know, this happened to me, or I'm a bigger victim because I didn't win the Mega Millions, or I'm a bigger victim because inflation and gasoline is $5 a gallon, and I'm a bigger victim because rent is, 40% up. Okay, you're right. That sucks, right? What are you going to do about it? So that's the difference, right, in the mindset. So what I want to go into is there's two mindsets. There's a mindset of scarcity and there's a mindset of opportunity. So one of the things I learned from Tony Robbins, get that book back there, is you've got these two mindsets and every human being has them. So do you wake up in the morning and think about reasons why you shouldn't get out of bed? Or do you think of reasons why you should get out of bed? There's a dichotomy there, but they both exist in every human being, okay? And just to give you an example, a very authentic example, because I promised you that I would be authentic, this right here almost stopped me. A pimple, okay? And that's because I had this giant pimple. I'm almost 40 years old. I still get pimples. Never gonna stop, right? But I almost let that stop me because I was like, well, maybe I shouldn't do these videos. Maybe I shouldn't do the YouTube shorts. Maybe I shouldn't do things to deliver value to others, which is really what I want to do. I want to give back and deliver value. And I almost let that stop me. I'm like, maybe I shouldn't do it. Maybe I should wait for my face to clear up. And, then I had to stop myself and I had to go, there's always going to be another pimple, John. Like, I've had this since I was 13, and I'm almost 40 now. It's never stopped. I've always had pimples. So that, in my human experience, that is a That's just so you understand, like, I'm not sitting here trying to play like I'm perfect. I had the same issue, okay? I had something try to stop me, something little like that. So that is part of the scarcity mindset. So your scarcity mindset will tell you there's not enough, okay? The scarcity mindset will tell you, I gotta go get mine. The scarcity mindset will say, why me? Woe is me. My dog is trying to get my attention here. Her name's Rose. It's gonna play to your victim mindset, okay? And I understand there are struggles. I understand that inflation is not helping. And, you know, if you're making 10, 12, 14, $16 an hour, times are tight. I get that. But you can ask yourself, where can I trim? Where can I cut back? How can I not go out to eat? How can I not spend, you know, excess money on coffee? Okay. Perfect example. I buy little tiny cups, K-cups from Aldi for coffee. They're 50 cents a piece. I drink those in the morning. Okay. Is it as good as a Starbucks or a, you know, Dunkin'? No. But does it get me up and help me get moving? Yeah. So it serves its purpose. So that is part of the opportunity mindset. So your opportunity mindset is the mindset where you can choose to look at things and you can say, there's plenty. I can give. I can still give. Maybe you can't give money, right? But maybe you have old clothes that you could donate, right? To, you know, a church or a homeless foundation in your area, where there's people who have a need and you have these things that you don't use anymore, you don't have any value for. Okay, you can still give. You can give your time, right? This is part of me giving my time. I want to give back to others. So even though I may not be giving cash, I'm still giving my time so that I can help other people. So that's part of your opportunity mindset. The other really important note about an opportunity mindset is, instead of why me, the opportunity mindset is where you look at things and you say, I'm why. Okay? Excuse me. If you've ever had a relationship where somebody told you, it's not you, it's me. I'm sorry, they lied to you. It's you, okay? And if you're one of those folks who is going through the labor force right now, and your longest job history is 6 months, it's you, okay? And I hate to be the bearer of bad news here, not really. I'm trying to give you truth and honesty. If you have the longest job history of 6 months, the issue is you, okay? If you're looking at your work environment and you're saying, oh, my work environment's terrible, why? Why is your work environment terrible? Is your boss sexually harassing you? Okay, that'd be a terrible work environment. Is your boss physically harassing you? That would be a terrible work environment. Is your boss telling you, hey, I need you to do better? That's not a terrible work environment, okay? That's business. That's your boss telling you, hey, I need you to improve. And that's an opportunity for you to go, okay, how do I get better at this skill? Or how do I become the best at my job? And when you do that, when you begin to look at things as, this is an opportunity for me to get really good at something, your job security, your pay, everything's gonna elevate really quickly. Because instead of looking at everything as, why me? Why did Susan get that promotion? You know, why did Ted get that promotion? Ask yourself and say, like the opportunity mindset says, I'm why. Instead of why me, I'm why. Okay? Why did Ted get that promotion? I'm why. I may not understand why, but I know I'm why. Could it be a skill that I don't know? Meaning maybe my listening isn't as good as it could be. Maybe my seek to understand from the 7 habits, right, isn't as good as it could be. Maybe I can develop my time management skills or my efficiency to improve. And here's another thing. Remember, it could just be maybe Ted's been here 10 years and I've been here 1. This is a reality of the workforce, okay? Understand there are some places where you will work where they take that into account, okay? Jocko talks about extreme ownership, right? The opportunity mindset is ownership. It's I'm why. If your job history is 3 months, 6 months, and you've been at, 6 jobs in the last 3 years, understand you're not going to hire in as a CEO. You're not going to hire in as an assistant manager. You're going to hire in entry-level job because the employer is basing what you have done previously on what they believe you will do in the future. It's just like a credit score, okay? It's like, I've been here for 6 months. The longest job I've worked is 6 months. I've been in the workforce for 5 years, so I've had 10 jobs in 5 years. Your employer is going to base your value on the fact that you've been at a job in 6 months. So they're going to assume he's only going to be here or she's only going to be here for 6 months. So we're not going to pay them an exorbitant amount of money, bring them in, put 3 months of training into them to get them up to speed, only for them to leave in 6 months. Okay? Take ownership of that. Start small and grow. The other thing that I wanted to go over with mindset with everybody is your story. Okay? Your story is a subconscious and conscious concept of how you respond and how I respond to stimuli. Okay? For instance, this is just a big, hairy, out there concept. Okay? My mom used to spank me a lot, right? You could make your brain say, my mom used to spank me like a math equation, therefore she doesn't love me, right? Is that the case? Probably not. Your mom used to spank you because you chose not to listen over and over and over and over again, and she didn't know what else to do. That might be the truth of it. But you can tell yourself a story of mom doesn't love me or dad doesn't love me, right? So understand that your stories play into these scarcity and opportunity mindsets as well, okay? Just like the pimple, right? I can make this whole story about how, oh, I got this pimple and, nobody's going to watch the YouTube. Nobody's going to listen because I got this pimple. There's going to be another pimple, John. And for you, whoever's listening, I want you to understand there's always going to be another pimple. Ignore it, let it fade away, and do what you want to do, no matter what, okay? And going back to what I was talking about being in the labor force and mindset, don't compare yourself to everybody else. Please, please don't do that, okay? This is something that I fell into, I still fall into, and it's something that I'm working on. And I don't want you to fall into the same trap. Understand the math, okay? 1 year is 8,760 hours. 10 years is 87,600 hours. If you compare your 1 year to somebody else's 10-year result, you're gonna fall into scarcity mindset all the time, okay? You're running your race, you're running against you. Don't forget that. Get out there, get shit done. Like, subscribe, comment what you wanna hear about next, please. And I want you to have a great day and a great week, okay? Go out there and kill it.